You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so as we get this stand-up-only fight underway, just a quick reminder on the rule set. No grappling or wrestling of any type, and fighters also cannot follow up with ground strikes on the canvas. So if you knock your opponent down, you cannot follow up with strikes. Very important to point that out here at the beginning of round one. Overhand to the head is true. Great technique there. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad. Oh my goodness, what a kick!
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. From the moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Head kick blocked. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Johnson's now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues.
Oh! He's hurt. He's wobbling. Oh! He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Oh, effective use of the jab by Johnson. Just missed on the front kick there. You wonder if the offensive fighters can start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Johnson swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively.
Another, he's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Ooh, big knee. Poirier gets hit with that stiff jab there. Under a minute to go in the round. Nice body shot. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show. Heavy body kick lands.
Round 2 straight ahead.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Johnson's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighters. All right, so let us now check out some of the...
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very nice fight. Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
That's a big hook. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but... Johnson's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. Big roundhouse now, just misses. All right, ref has called a break to the action here, likely to call in the doctor to look at that cut, and a lot of blood donation going on right now.
And for as fun as this fight has been, I can only hope that the physician still lets this guy fight. He wants to fight. He wants to continue. Let him go.
As Michael Bisping might say, we have a cheeky situation here, but it looks as though the fight will continue, at least for now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
Johnson's forehead is just leaking blood all over his face, all over the octagon. You want to see the fighter be given every benefit of every doubt, but I think that cut is bad enough to actually stop the fight right now. Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result...
As gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, nice right hand. They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
All right, so there's the swing and a miss from him, and sometimes when you miss, it can tax your gas tank even more than when you land a strike. So clearly, all right, so at this point, the ringside position would be well within his right to stop the fight as the referee calls for him once again.
We get it. Toughness on full display, but this damage is too much. You gotta stop the fight.
And that is it. Referee waves off the fight per the doctor's orders. Disappointing conclusion to that.
It is, but it's the right call. I mean, this guy was not gonna be able to continue this fight with that bad of a cut.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.